Macmillan Audio presents The Containment, Detroit, the Supreme Court, and the Battle for Racial Justice in the North by Michelle Adams. Read for you by Janina Edwards. Note to listeners, this audiobook has an accompanying PDF. For Bernard and Frederica. I would unite with anybody to do right and with nobody to do wrong. Frederick Douglass. America is woven of many strands. I would recognize them and let it so remain. Our fate is to become one, and yet many. Ralph Ellison, Invisible Man. Cast of characters, in order of appearance. John Roberts, Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, 2005 to present, wrote majority opinion in Parents Involved in Community Schools v. Seattle School District. Anthony Kennedy, Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, 1988 to 2018. As a member of Roberts' Court, joined portions of the majority opinion in Parents Involved. Antonin Scalia, Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, 1986 to 2016. As a member of Roberts' Court, joined majority in Parents Involved. Stephen Breyer, Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, 1994 to 2022. As a member of the Roberts Court, wrote eloquent dissenting opinion in Parents Involved. Thurgood Marshall, Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, 1967 to 91, and its first African-American member. As a chief of the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, argued Brown v. Board of Education. As a member of the Burger Court, wrote prophetic dissent in Milliken v. Bradley. Albert B. Clegg, Jr. Minister, Black nationalist political organizer, challenged the Detroit Board of Education at the clash in Midtown, community control advocate. Remus Robinson, physician, first Black member of the Detroit Board of Education, school integration advocate. Abraham Ellsworthing, lawyer, chair of the Detroit Board of Education, school integration advocate. George Romney, Michigan governor until 1969, when he resigned to become Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under President Richard Nixon. Coleman Young, political activist and Michigan state senator, later became Detroit's first Black mayor. Norman Drockler, superintendent of Detroit Public Schools, school integration advocate. Andrew Perdue, lawyer, member of the Detroit Board of Education, community control advocate. June Shagaloff Alexander, community organizer extraordinaire, NAACP National Education Director, along with Robert L. Carter, key player in the NAACP's drive to bring Brown north. Robert L. Carter, General Counsel of the NAACP, along with June Shagaloff Alexander, key player in the NAACP's drive to bring Brown north. Roy Wilkins, NAACP Executive Director, authorized the NAACP's drive to bring Brown north. Paul Zuber, attorney, civil rights activist, litigated Taylor v. Board of Education of New Rochelle. William G. Milliken, Michigan governor following.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?